Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing? She's over there. Look, we've got an hour to get to the fishing spot. Got to get there early. And he's right here. Look, heading to the office today, boys. Look, office over there. That's the name of the, already cleaned it, fueled up, rods ready, everything set. But let me tell you something. Thursday, boys, Thursday and Marlon's going fishing. How's that? How come I don't have to work like crazy just to make ends meet? This is a gift that Paraguay gives us. This is a gift that Paraguay gives to those who work. Since I don't have to support a bunch of things like paying for public health care for the poor to have kids and then get mediocre handouts. I don't have to pay a bunch of salaries for public servants who work little or not at all. And then when I need their service, I'm treated poorly. I don't have to pay for the Rouanet law. I don't have to pay for this aid, prison benefits, whatever, and so on. When you work in a place where the tax is minimal, the one who works, the one who produces, ends up keeping most of what he produces. So over time, you'll realize that here in Paraguay, the people who work keep the fruits of their labor. A lot of people sometimes question it. And then this disgusting left always comes into the comments to insult me. And let me tell you something, man. Every time you who are on the left, man, insult me, speak ill of me, why? Every time a leftist speaks ill of me, to me, it's more than a compliment. It shows how right I am. It shows that I'm bothering them. It shows that Paraguay is bothering Brazil. When Lula speaks ill of Paraguay, for us, it's great. Why? Because Paraguay is increasingly going the opposite way of Brazil. So when it's a drunkard, a bandit speaking ill of us, for us, it's great. When mediocre people speak ill of us, for us, it's great. Because we who are above, we know that drunkards, that mediocre people who don't produce, people who don't work, people who don't understand the value of family, religion, and various other things, that these even sick people, they're going to speak ill of those who are doing well. They're going to speak ill of yo, but how come the guy works and has a new truck? How come the guy works and has a boat? How come on a Thursday? What the Brazilian doesn't see is that this is nothing, boys. Look, this is something every worker should have the right to have. If you go to many countries, every worker could have his little boat to go fishing. They should have a new car that they don't pay for over 4 years at abusive bank interest that's extorting him and his family. So the reflection that remains is the freedom that a country that charges low taxes and a country that defends those who work gives you work. Paraguay really doesn't have public health capacity, but the health insurance here is cheap, brother. Look, Paraguay itself doesn't have much capacity for this or that on the public side, but we're going to try to give you some decent roads here. We're going to try to give you a decent structure here, but what you do is yours. I spent many years screwed and messed up in Brazil. You know why? Because I wasn't just doing it for myself. I was doing it for a whole legion of people who didn't work.